investors, we've got other people wanting to invest, other people want to move into estimate prices.
There's still football and then up there's I've seen people playing tennis there. Yeah.
Because they're playing
Well, maybe they just like at school. We used to have like
As soon as I shaved my head last night,
I only got told off because I was 20 hours business.
It's only me, mate.
And I had a long-term family study degree in that because I didn't want them to see that I had surgery 2 weeks prior. That wasn't it, was it? It was. I took the operation was the day after I was meant to have my driving test, so I didn't go to the driving test. No.
oh yeah,
The day off, yeah, and then so they rescheduled it. And when they in March. Oh yeah.
like
3 months out.
Maybe it was driving lessons I tried to do 2 days off, 2 weeks off. So
I'm surprised. That's I didn't expect you. And then Kingsley was saying, oh, she did suggest that. I've done it. Yeah. Was it when I was asleep? Nah, we told her when you were going to do it. No, when I was in the car. We went back.
You're not going to do a lot of these. Yeah, who do you want to do? Sure. And we're going to have a chat together. I'll see who's well. Yeah? Sure.
You're too drunk.
I'm going to write some numbers for you so I can get
I'm going to be out of here.
No worries. Any last minute questions about LCO? We won't miss the auctioneer. Ready?
All ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just grab your attention, please. We get today's highly anticipated auction straight underway. It is a great pleasure here today on behalf of Zhang and Darryl Wickham from the entire team at Ray White Glen Waverley as we welcome you back to one of one Wippa Court, a modern street-facing townhouse, and you are positioned here in this quiet court location, yet convenient to everything that Ashwood has to offer. To our vendors, well, firstly, thank you for entrusting Ray White Glen Waverley with the sale of your property, and to all bidders here today, best of luck, your judgment is commended. Today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and conditions made available prior to today's proceedings. As the auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders on request and have the right to bid on behalf of our vendor, aptly announced as vendor bids. These rules prohibit false bids, prohibit major disruptions from bidders, attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provide fines for such conduct. And then finally, once the paperwork hits my hand, we will be taking no late bids. In essence, your auction rules. Simple particulars that we operate under here today. It is a 10% deposit payable under the fall of the hammer, 30, 60 or 90 days. That presents as your settlement date. So again, the auction rules, the particulars all are clear, certainly concise and just put in place to encourage all bidding. Well, Alan, Darryl, before we get underway, always have to make a few brief comments on the property up for auction. As we stand here today, this is a property, it is a lifestyle and location set to serve all of those emotional preferences. Evident though, as soon as you arrive to this street-facing townhouse, on offer and all-encompassing across the 2 levels, we have the 3 bedrooms, the 1 bathroom, plus the powder room, nice open-plan kitchen, living and dining space downstairs, but it is well presented right throughout and beautifully infused together with quality fixtures and fittings as well. We're in enhanced by the additional features, whether it's the private courtyard, no body corporate, and then finally this location. Well, this is a location that requires no further endorsement. It does give us the perfect blend of lifestyle, but more importantly, it is convenient to everything that we need. We're in the Ashwood High catchment, and whether it's moments to parklands, shops, cafes, all those lifestyle enhancing ingredients are truly just moments from your front door. As stated earlier, 10% is the deposit, 30, 60, 90 days, your settlement date. On behalf of Alan Zhang, Darryl Wickham, the entire team, Ray White, Glen Waverley, we submit it to you now. Hup, get it off to get us underway. There's been a huge amount of talk about the likely selling range of the property. That's what we're certainly here to find out. We harness interest and registered parties in the crowd. We also harness an additional interest outside the auction rules. Again, to the registered buyers here today, that is certainly the opportunity that does present itself. Where do we go? To make it very clear, in the absence of a starting bidder offer, I'd be more than confident and comfortable to start by way of a vendor bid, but much prefer your bid and start over ours. Ample time to control the flow of proceedings. We ask one last time, where do we go? Hup, bid off to get us underway.
750, Matt.
750 will break the silence front and centre, and welcome to the auction at 750,000. At 750,000, buys at that level, good buying, absolute phenomenal real estate. Can we nudge it north? 20 in the stride from here at 750. At 750,000, bid holds front and centre. At 750,000, buys, pair the sevens, take it to 70. You'll never regret the value, nor will you find another one like it. 7.5 is bid, and 70 is the answer. Once now, all done, finished, and silent, no delay, not procrastination at this level for your slice of Ashwood. At 750,000. Twice now. It's had its time at 750. The call. Buys 2 calls through, 1 simply remains. 750 is the offer. We continued the $20,000 bid and lunch for the keys to return at 750,000. At 750,000 again, bid holds front and centre for the one of 70 for the second, third, and final chance.
770, Matt.
770 on the buzzer. Beating bid returns and welcome in at 770,000. At 770,000, new interest surfaces. 790 did not delay. We're back with our starting bidder and lamplighter at 790,000. At 790,000. Buys for the interest of transparency. Bid now holds front and centre at 790,000. We will welcome the return of the 20, 810, the next sequential bid, move and answer. 790 holds at 790,000, front and centre, and 3 chances now for further consideration. Once now.
We take 10.
Oh, so nicely and welcome in. 8 offered at 800,000. We'll welcome the 10 in the stride buys at 800. At $800,000 a call. So again, holds just my left-hand side. 800,000 is the offer. Sir, 2 options present. Do we match the 10 to reclaim the lead, or do we continue in the 20s?
10, Matt.
What's that, sorry?
Another 10.
Another 10, and welcome back in at 810. At 810,000. Quick bid's a good bid. Nothing less than a 10 to reclaim the lead from here. Where do we go? 810 is the offer. 20, the next sequential bid, move and answer. At 810,000, bid holds front and centre. 3 chances now. It's had its time at 810. Once now, when I'm finished, and silence at 810,000. Twice now, bid holds front and centre at 810. The bid. Nice 2 calls from remain. 20. 20, and welcome back at 820 the offer at 820,000. At 820,000, so again, guys, bid holds the left-hand side at 820,000 for your slice of Ashwood. Nobody corporate presenting as the ultimate in low maintenance living. 820 is the offer at 820,000. Second time, all done, finished, and silence at 820 the bid. Has that been with the style weight? 30? 5. Welcome in. Why not? Welcome in at 8.25 at 825,000. At 825,000, so again, buyers, front and centre, 8.25 is the bid. At 825,000, the $5,000 bid, lower incrementality. Welcome you back to proceedings. 825 is the bid. It holds front and centre at 825,000. At 825,000, 2 options present. Is there the better bid and stronger lunch for the keys? It holds front and centre. 8.25 is the offer. 30 is the answer. 3 chances now. Once now, when I finish, and silent bid sits front and centre at 825,000. Second time at 825 the call. Conversation continues and intensifies. 8.25 sits front and centre. So should you require the courtesy of time, always extending it back to you as well. You hold the bid. We had 2 calls through with 1 remain. 8.25. It does hold. Conversation continues. We give it its time at 825 at 825,000. Michael, need to know, we definitely got the best. Do we pass the property in? 825 is the offer. If we choose to pass the property in, interest outside the auction rules, well in excess of here, 30 on the return at 830,000. So the suggestion, a better bid and a stronger lunge for the keys. It does present. 830 sits just beside me at 830,000. It holds to left at 830,000 the offer. At 830,000, bid sits left-hand side. 3 chances for further consideration. A 5 in the stride to reclaim the lead at 830. Once now at 830,000. And the location does provide the best of both worlds. A quiet court position, yet you are close to absolutely everything that you need as well. 830 is the bid. 35 is the answer to reclaim the lead at 830 the offer. At 830,000. Second time, would I finish and out at 830 the offer. Third, final chance at 830,000. I'm just going to pause the auction should we see no better bids. I'm just going to reset the clock one last time, give all buyers ample time and opportunity to jump back in front. For the interest of transparency, bid holds to my left-hand side, 830,000. We are going to refer the bid through to the client should we see no better bid or offer. So 830 is the offer, 35 is the answer. Buyers, 3 chances now. We pause, no better bid from here, 830. Once now at 830,000. Twice now, it's had its time at 830. Third, final chance at 830,000. With that silence, we are going to elect to simply pause the auction only in your favour at 830,000 and seek instructions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to pause the auction for a few moments in time, refer 830 through our client. All conversations that happen behind the scenes will bring out full disclosure of the public, give you that opportunity to bid further. Once again, just going to pause for a few moments with you shortly. Thank you.
Sign the contract, I don't So, yeah. I think he...
I had one that's in exactly this scenario was in price range. 730. Yeah.
How much did Russell spend?
Well, legend, thanks a lot for your patience. Sorry to take a little bit longer than expected. So we are going to reopen and recommence the auction. The bid currently sits at $830,000. Alan, our instructions are?
On the market.
We're on the market, we sell away. So no better offer. We are welcoming your owners now at $830,000. So buyers, we reopen, we recommence the auction. We'll call it through 3 times. We will now seek a $1,000 bid only to reclaim the lead. Where can you buy a slice of Ashwood? This location, this offering, street facing, an extra $1,000 and $1,000 only to jump back in front at $830,000. At $830,000, we call it through 3 times. No better bid. We welcome new owners at $830 the offer. Once now, at $830,000. They must give all buyers time. Should you require the courtesy of time, we'll send it back to you as well. So $830, it still holds buyers. $1,000 only and one last lunch for the keys. It does present. $830 is the offer. It holds just my left-hand side at $830,000. At $830,000. Twice now, we sell away. We welcome new owners at $830 the call. We'll hold it out there, give it its time. Again, should you require the courtesy of time, we always extend it back. Must work for our clients. The team meander around the crowd. Conversations continue. They intensify. $830 is the offer for the one of $1,000 only. $831, the next sequential bid, move and answer at $830,000. At $830,000. Second, third, and final chance. Would I finish and silence at $830 the offer? Going to reset the clock one last time. Appreciate the patience. Ladies and gentlemen, for these last 3 calls, I'll break it down to a $500 bid. Want to make it very clear. Given we've reset the clock, won't do it twice consecutively. This time round, we sell away. Once we sell away, we cannot take a late bid. So definitely got the best. Permission to sell? Sell away. Appreciate the earlier bidding. Chris, across the road, permission to sell away. We definitely got the best from all parties. I need to know, best from all parties. $830 holds. Looks like a temporary congratulations in your favour. We call it through 3 times now. For the one of $500 only, we sell away at $830 the offer at $830,000. Once now, when I finish and silent bid holds left-hand side at $830,000. Second time, we are selling away at $830 the offer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's in 30 seconds from now. We sell away at $830 for the want of $500 only, and one last lunch for the keys at $830 the bid at $830,000. Appreciate the bidding from all parties at $830 for the third and final chance. Well done, finish and silent bid holds my left-hand side at $830,000. We are selling at $830 the call. Sold. Congratulations at $830,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations here today to our highest bidder and successful purchaser, this stunning street-facing townhouse. On behalf of the team at Ray White Glen Waverley, firstly, thank you for your attendance here today at our live auction. If you'd love that same sold result, please speak to Zhang or Darryl Wickham from the entire team at Ray White Glen Waverley. They'll be happy to field that inquiry. But on behalf of the team, thank you for your attendance. Enjoy what is hoping to be a nice sunny Saturday afternoon, and we'll see you at the next auctions. Thank you.